All right, welcome to the video, guys. Today we're going over a budget dorm home office work from home setup that you guys can accomplish pretty easily, especially if you're into the realm of filmmaking, video editing, photography. I think a lot of these accessories, a lot of the ways in which the room is set up and built is going to kind of be advantageous to you and your workflow. So let's get right into it. I'm going to come to the desk. I'm going to come to the desk last because, you know, the desk setup is what everyone wants. So I'm going to make you guys wait for that one. And we're just going to talk about some context first. So this is a room that I was given through my college. You know, I'm just here with a roommate and we kick it. He happens to be a videographer as well. So our interests align. Some of his setup aligns too, but the desk right there is currently vacated because he went back for Christmas vacation. And so he left some of his stuff, but he took some of it with him too. So we'll kind of be leaving his side of the room out of it. Now, I'm not going to be going through the kitchen or the bathroom or the bedroom, but just the main kind of living room that also houses the editing stations and the desk setup as well. So when it comes to lighting, this was pretty difficult to navigate because we only have two main lights that are not in the living room. So there are no lights actually in the living room on the ceilings whatsoever. So we had to get creative with light placement, where we wanted things, what kind of color temperatures we wanted. And ultimately I decided to go with warmer tones and to spread things out so that kind of every corner, every area of the room can get decent lighting overall. Kind of with the exception of the TV, because I didn't really want, you know, some crazy lights going on next to the TV, because that can kind of be distracting if you're trying to watch a movie. One of the other caveats to this room, besides like lighting, is also cables. So cable management is tough in a college dorm because you can't, there are some rules that we're given that we have to work around, and there's no exception. So you can't drill things into the wall, you can only use thumbtacks, you can't even use command strips, so you can't really mount things. And I actually mounted this John Wick poster with a single thumbtack, and by the grace of God, it is holding up pretty nicely. But there's not much we can do. I can't install cable management racks into the wall or even the desks, because the desks, all of the furniture is, you know, the campuses. And for those of you who are watching that are college students in a dorm trying to improve your setup, I'm sure that you'll be faced with similar parameters as well. So for those of you folks who get really bugged by cables being everywhere, this might not be the room for you, because I got a lot of accessories, got a lot of things I need to have power. I did do my best to hide cables and keep them contained. So starting over in this side of the room, we have the key light. This stand is on wheels, so it's portable. It can come wherever I need it to go. For some reason, I was not using a key light for the intro of this video, but it's more utilized for sit-down talking stuff where I'm gonna be static and not moving around as much. Normally, I like to have the key light kind of positioned by my desk, a little bit closer over this way, but it's here right now. This is just a lamp that I got at IKEA. It's a paper lamp, super cheap. The bulbs were a little bit difficult to track down and find, but we got them after buying like 5 sets of incorrectly sized bulbs, because IKEA isn't very straight up about their bulb sizing, and it's not very universal when you're trying to shop for bulbs at other stores besides IKEA when their bulbs are sold out. Right next to this, you might be wondering what this is, and this is a Mukjong Wing Chun dummy, and it's a martial arts training tool for the art of Wing Chun. And I basically just, you know, come over here and I do drills and I practice forms. It's a good way to get out of my desk, get on my feet, get my blood moving, and just kind of take a break from desk tasks. All right, this is the workstation. A lot of creatives have husky chests. We were given dressers for our dorm, and so this is kind of the work chest that I use. And I put camera gear on top, camera gear inside. I'm not gonna go all too crazy detailed into that, otherwise the video would be quite long. But this is where a lot of the gear lives. Okay, so before we go into the desk setup, I would like to thank today's sponsor, and that is the gospel. So that's right, you heard it. We are gonna do a quick gospel Christianity breakdown before we head into the desk setup. I've just kind of decided that from now on I want to throw in a sponsored piece where I talk about the gospel quickly, about certain topics, and you know, trying to answer certain questions that a lot of people have around the Bible, around Christianity. And so if you're not a believer, that's fine. This message is still for you, so I can't make you listen to it obviously, but yeah, let's just go ahead. So today we're talking about hypocrisy and kind of the two-facedness of the religion of Christianity. And I think Christians are really infamous for just trying to live purely by religion. And let me just provide some context. So when I'm talking about living by religion, I mean it being an outward expression of someone trying to earn God's grace, earn God's sovereignty and his love and mercy. So basically just trying to win salvation by performative acts of righteousness. And that's the best case scenario, because there are a lot of people who are pretty two-faced on the inside. So in reality, Christianity is not that. It's not about being good enough. It's not about performing things or saying the right things or going to church every Sunday. What really strikes me about Christianity is the faith aspect. And with literally all other religions, I like to kind of put it with an analogy like this. There's a mountain, and the God or the gods are on top of the mountain. And us as people, it's our duty to make the climb the top of the mountain, live a perfect life, and do all these things, check all these boxes before we can meet the God or the gods. And with Christianity, it's the exact opposite. Our God, who loves us dearly and has fought for us for over thousands and thousands of years, he is on top of the mountain, and our God meets us there. He comes down from the mountain to meet us wherever we're at in our climb. So I know on the outside, Christianity can have some things that push people away. So be encouraged. Don't listen to hypocritical Christians. I just want to let you guys know that I love you and I'm praying for you, and hopefully this message spoke to you, and yeah, we can continue on with the video. All right, so this is the desk setup. Nothing too crazy. It's just a school-issued desk. As far as the monitor goes, I am using a Samsung 4K big monitor. Color accuracy is really good on this thing. I love it. I've recommended it to a couple friends who have actually gone out and bought it, and they have reported that video editing and photo editing is extremely smooth and fun for them on this monitor. I've got I use the M1 MacBook Air with 8 gigs of RAM and with thermal paste attached to the bottom. That kind of just helps it perform a little bit better than what it would normally do. And then below that, I have a USB powered cooling fan. And that was from 5 and Below, so I got it for literally $5. Nothing really beats $5. I mean, come on, that's pretty cheap. For my storage system, I like to use SSDs to edit off of, and then once I'm done with projects, I'll just throw them onto a larger hard drive. So right here, I've got a Google hard drive with, I'm not sure how many terabytes it has, but it has enough storage for me to last a little bit. And all of this is interfaced into a CalDigit TS3 Plus. And this is a docking station that allows you to plug up a ton of accessories and things to really make your laptop workflow feel as if it was off of a desktop. So basically all it requires is that I plug in one cord to my laptop, and then my monitor, the hard drive, tons of SSDs, different chargers for like my phone, and things, they get powered up instantly just by plugging in that one cable. So that has been probably my favorite, most crucial accessory to the desk setup. Right here I've got a chair, got it on Craigslist. Pretty comfortable. I think it's a $600 chair retail. I got it for $125 from some guy who just didn't really want it anymore because he was too big for it. All I have for audio is just Logitech speakers, nothing too crazy there. I have my PlayStation 4 sitting next to my monitor. I know it's just a temptation, but for me, it's been working okay. If I really need to get work done, I'll go to like a coffee shop. But normally I can stave off the temptations to use the PlayStation instead of working. And yeah, that's kind of my setup. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. It was a little bit shorter. I feel like it was, at least filming it. Stay tuned for more videography, kind of gear stuff. But I'm also gonna be certainly throwing in those sponsored messages for each video. So hope you guys enjoyed this one. Make sure to give the video a like if you enjoyed it, subscribe to my channel, and toggle the notification icons to all so you can get notified whenever I post a new video. Stay safe, everyone, and we'll see you in the next one.